What is going on, guys? It's Modded Warfare here and welcome back to another strategy guide. So in this video we are going to be looking at Numa, a good strategy on Numa. I'm doing strategy guides for every single map, so we are going to do one for Numa, even though it's not too much of a difficult map. So for Numa, if you're going to be using Gobblegums, then you're going to want to make sure that you have one that can give you an extra perk. So something like Perkaholic, Soda Fountain or Unquenchable are all good for that. Another thing you're going to want is, if you want to Pack-a-Punch in the game, because there is no Pack-a-Punch in the map by default, so if you want to Pack-a-Punch your guns, then you're going to have to make sure you have a Gobblegum that can give you a Pack-a-Punch weapon. So something like Crate Power or Wall Power or Ephemeral Enhancement, which will only Pack-a-Punch the gun in your hand for 60 seconds. But again, you know, that can be quite useful. So any one of those is optional. You're also going to want to have Alchemical so that you can, of course, get more ammo when you're running out, because you can't always rely on max ammos, particularly for this strategy. So anyway, once you get into the game, what you're going to want to do is start off by opening up the gate and then heading downstairs to the box. Once you get into the box, there's kind of an area where at the bottom of the stairs, which should be still blocked off, and then there's also a door to the comm room, which should also be closed. You can kind of camp in that little room where the box is, because all the zombies will just kind of come in front of you, and you can just stay at the bottom of the stairs, and none of the zombies will come behind you. They'll only come from generally in front of you, kind of to the right, to the left, and in the middle, but not behind. So that's a fairly good strategy. Alternatively, though, you can go to the right. You can go to the right, and there is the door to the storage area, which should be closed, and then also a barricade. You can kind of camp there as well. It's a bit more of an open space, and there's only one or two zombies that usually come at the barricade. Most of them will come in front of you, so that's a good area to camp in as well. So once you've kind of stayed there a few rounds and you've got some points, you can go ahead and start opening up the different huts outside of the main building, because those are where perks are. So you want to make sure you get the 4 original perks. If you are not using Gobblegums, do not get Quick Revive. So if you're not using Gobblegums, don't get Quick Revive, just get Juggernog, Speed Cola and Double Tap. And then for your 4th perk, you want to use the Wonder Fizz machine to get Widow's Wine. If you are using the Gobblegums to give you an extra perk, then buy all 4, Quick Revive, Double Tap, Speed Cola and Juggernog, and then get Widow's Wine out of the Wonder Fizz machine. So anyway, once you get all your perks, there's a few different kind of strategies that you can do here. One of them is to head out into the doctor's quarters and call the zip line to you, and then once the zip line gets to you, you pay for it for 1,500 points. It's a lot of points, I know, just for a zip line, but it will take you back up to the main building, and now the zip line will be up at the main building, and you can kind of just camp on top of that zip line and, you know, just shoot all the zombies that are coming at you. They'll come really close up to you, but you can just kind of stay there and kill a bunch of zombies. Even with kind of, you know, average weapons, you can survive to the high teens, like 18, round 17, round 18. And then if you have better weapons like the Raygun Mark II or the Drakon or a Dingo or something like that, then you can probably last to, like, you know, 20, 25, something like that. And then once you get overrun, you can just kind of drop down the back of the zip line to the doctor's quarters area, and then run back into the building and run out into the swamp. So this is the main spot for surviving in Numa. It always has been, which is to open up the door to the comm room, which you should already have open if you have all the perk areas open. So you head out into the comm room and you just train around that one big kind of swamp area that is between the main building and the comm room hut itself. And you just kind of, you know, train around there and just keep going around there in a loop constantly and building up all the zombies behind you into a big group. And then you can just hit them with one shot with the Wunderwaffe, and that will kill a bunch of them. And, you know, just keep turning around, firing a shot of the Wunderwaffe into the group of zombies, and that will electrify them all. And yeah, you can go through the rounds that way. It's a pretty decent strategy. It's a very old strategy, and obviously you get dog rounds every few rounds as well, which guarantees you a max ammo at the end of that round. Like I say, I'm talking as if you already have the Wunderwaffe here, so make sure you get the Wunderwaffe at some point, kind of before you start that strategy, or, you know, whilst you've started that strategy with regular guns, but before you get to about round before you get to about round 22, 23 would be the best kind of thing to do. The only thing that's kind of difficult about this strategy is that I feel like they have made the water, you go a bit slower when you're running through the water, more so than in the Black Ops 1 and World at War versions of Shi no Numa, so that can kind of catch you off guard a little bit of how slow you run in the water, and then all the zombies can swamp you. But if you have Widow's Wine, it really helps out for that kind of situation. So that's why I definitely recommend having Widow's Wine for this strategy. But that is basically it. Simple strategy, just run around that in a loop. I'll be releasing my gameplay footage of me going through this strategy, my first time playing Shi no Numa on Black Ops 3. So I'll be releasing that next. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the strategy guide, and stay tuned for some more. I've got some really good strategy guides coming for Kino and all the other maps on Black Ops 3. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.